Okay, so today we're going to be reacting to Glee's video, which is exposing the truth behind the failure of the HSR and Fate collab. And apparently, there's leaked interviews. So that's the one thing I'm very curious about is the leaked interviews, what they talk about. Because yeah, the story was not great in my opinion. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have that obviously have that same opinion. Obviously, if you want to see my thoughts on it, like, I mean, one, just straight up watch my watch like the end of my reaction to the to the quest, or react to me reacting to Brand reacting to Gleef, of this one if you want to see it as well. But yeah, obviously Gleef's video will be linked in the description. Let's get straight into this, shall we?
I posted a little while ago. I posted my full review of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate
Yes.
collaboration, concluding that it was, for many fans, including me, a profound disappointment. The response since then has made it clear that this wasn't an
Obviously, I did disagree with some of his things, so if you want to make sure you check out what I disagree with. Okay, actually, I'll just say, one thing was like, well, they made it so comedy-based and everything, which to me, I'm like, it's fine. I mean, I like the difference. Like, I just don't want another same recycled Holy Grail war because they've already done that fucking 3 times. We don't need a 4th one. We don't need a 4th of the exact same fucking story. Well, okay, it's not the same story. You know what I mean? Like, it goes off the same avenue. So yeah, I was fine with the comedy side of it, to be honest.
opinion. The criticism was harsh and universal. We had creators like Genizad calling it a massive disaster, and even reviewers who are normally positive about the game were giving the story abysmally.
I mean, don't forget to -2. True. 5.5, that's probably... I'll probably rate it like a 4.5, probably. Oh, for a Fate event story 2.08.
Those scores. There is a widespread
I mean,
consensus
who cares about
that
Mr.
the event
Pokey's
simply failed to
thoughts on it,
deliver
to be
on
honest,
its promise. And just as a brief reminder, this wasn't about 1 or 2 small issues. The disappointment was immeasurable, and my day was ruined. We had a story that many considered to be dodgy, one that fundamentally disrespected the lore of Fate. We had an event package that felt incredibly low effort for a year-long wait, filled with recycled maps and a standard, uninspiring rewards. And we...
Oh my god, the map was insane. Thing is, people aren't realizing also what they did with the sword as well. No one's talked about the sword. I'm the only one I feel like that's talked about the fucking Excalibur sword. If you don't know, the sword, like in normal gameplay when you see it, is only a grade, like a dull blade from Genshin. That's what it looks like in just a freaking, like, a flat stone. But it's only in the cutscene where it becomes the Excalibur blade. Like, I don't know if people picked up on that, but they didn't even make an in-game model for the Excalibur blade. They only put it in for the cutscene, which is insane. Yeah, that was wild to me as well. And obviously, yeah, reusing ID Silicii, a Greek-inspired place. Yeah, Greek, right? Greek. For fucking Britain. Doesn't make fucking sense. The architecture is completely different. The NPC, you want the NPCs are just like, you're not from Britain, bro. It was terribly done.
Had a pattern of broken expectations.
Fucking lazy as fuck.
The expected voice
like, definitely when Genshin makes a limited time event freaking area every single year. It's like, what are you doing? You make the same amount of money as Genshin. Like, there's no reason not to.
Being an absolute failure. When you look at the dev notes, it is set for 3.5. But why can't they just hotfix it like any other live service games out there?
Hold up.
Voiceover feature being an absolute failure. When you look at the dev notes, it is set for 3.5. But why can't they just hotfix it like any other live service games out there? Or prepare it in advance since they had a year to do it? Is still a mystery. So we can all
that kind of pissed me off. Had to do it all in JP.
Bad, but that leaves a lingering, more complicated question. Why? How?
Or just get actually just EN voices for Saber.
Does a project with this much hype, this
I don't know.
much talent,
not that hard,
this
my
much
opinion.
money, and a collaboration between 2 of the biggest names in the industry go so completely and fundamentally wrong? Well, an interview with the creator...
Okay, for the story, I do want to say for the story, I like the cutscenes. I think the cutscenes were fucking amazing, but everything aside from that, Yeah.
themselves has given us a look behind the curtain, and what it reveals is
That
a story
was
that is even more confusing and perhaps more tragic than we initially thought. So let's just get into it. Let's first look at the interview. This was a discussion between Fate's original creator, Kinoko Nasu, and Honkai Star Rail's lead writer that we all love, Xiaoji. And according to their own words, this project was born from the best possible intentions, driven by a deep and genuine passion for—
And I will admit, the latest Honkai Impact 3rd stories have been shorter, which is great. 3.5 hours max. Hey, thank you. Because the ones before that were like 7.5 hours. I was like, oh god. And plus, it's not voiced as well. Well, for me, technically not voiced, because I'd rather in the end. So it's like, Jesus Christ. So in Star Rail, I'm hoping next patch it's like 4.5 hours max. Fucking hoping.
Everyone involved. The interview immediately established that Xiaoji is not just a corporate writer assigned to a project. He is a massive fan of the source material. He says, and I'm quoting here, that Fate Stay Night had a huge impact on his perspective on life. He goes on—
Okay, then how did you fucking write a story like this? Like, and the thing is, it didn't, by the way, it didn't feel like a fucking war. I will say that. This did not feel like a war. Because it was literally the friggin' Hoyoverse trope of friendship. Like, everyone worked together. Which just doesn't make fucking sense. Definitely read Spyro. I'll be spoiling Fate here. Actually, no, I won't. Don't worry, I won't. But in the 3rd episode, you know what I fucking mean. Like, in the 3rd episode, I figured, like, every single series. Like, you know what I mean. I won't spoil it. But yeah.
To say that the 3 writers assigned to this specific project were also longtime Type Moon fans whose schedules
How do you fuck this up?
This wasn't just one fan at the top, okay? The project was supposedly—
yeah, so let's make a war into a friggin' fairy tale friendship fairyland. Okay.
Staffed with people who deeply cared. And this feeling was apparently returned by Nasu himself, who expressed immense respect for Hoyoverse's work. He called their games an otaku's dream come true, and praised Genshin Impact for finally closing the quality gap between mobile and console games. When the collaboration was actually proposed, he said his reaction was 40% euphoria, exclaiming, "Heck yes, this rocks!" From his side, there was a genuine excitement and trust in their ability to do his characters justice. The interview—
that's the thing, they did do his characters justice. They did Archer and Saber really well. Just the story.
Makes a point to show their stated commitment to being ambitious and respectful. For example, Xiaoji explained that they chose Penacony as the setting because just using the game simulated universe would be the easy way out and wouldn't properly capture—
yes, I'm not having it as a— okay. And not having it as a fucking dream isn't an easy way out. Okay.
the world of Fate. Nasu himself was impressed by this, stating that he initially assumed they would take the easy route. Oh my god, reading this now is just crazy. He says this collaboration didn't—
Penacony is the easy route. Because everything's a fucking dream.
Take the easy conventional route. Instead, it steered hard towards greater challenge and greater fun. So on paper, both creators are confirming that this was meant to be an ambitious, respectful,
how did this
effort project. And finally, you have Nasu's direct seal of approval. He said the process was, in his words, super easy and enjoyable, and that the Hoyoverse team's exceptional comprehension left no room for criticism.
I swear to God, whoever the creator of Fate is, his taste must be fucking terrible to enjoy that story. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
He claims that his only major feedback on the entire story was a very specific nuanced point about Saber's personality, making sure she was written correctly for the timeline. So what this tells us is that he's
okay, yeah, Ty, because I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be after the Fate story, right?
Reviewed the fundamental story, the plot.
So that means if there's anything in the future to do with the main storyline for Fate, would they have? That means they would keep their memories from the Hoyoverse Penacony, wouldn't they? That'd be so weird if in the Fate anime in the future they discuss things in Penacony. Like, oh, hey, I remember you from Penacony. It's like, yo, what? That'd be crazy. That would actually be cool if it links back to the actual Fate universe. I think that'd be actually kind of cool. Like, back to it. But if they ever do anything more with Fate.
The characters and gave all of it his stamp of approval with only that minor correction. So let's recap the official narrative. A project left by a passionate superfan,
Man, the
admired and
cutscenes were
trusted
good.
by the original creator who gave it his direct blessing with a stated commitment to being respectful and ambitious. It is a perfect story, an absolute dream collaboration, at least on paper, which makes the reality of what we are actually given so much more baffling. So let's place that official narrative next to the reality, because this is where the entire story falls apart, okay? The lead writer, Xiaoqi, tells us that Fate had a huge impact on his life and that his team wanted to recreate iconic Fate Stay Night moment, a project led by...
Yeah, huge impact for creating a shit story. Fuck. But after watching Fate, apparently his storytelling went down the drain.
Fans should be the most respectful adaptation possible, right? So how does that project end up turning the sacred summoning ritual into a goofy slideshow with cartoon sound effects? How does it produce a story that is so tonally wrong, it feels less like a serious crossover and more like a gag manga? To the point where the actual parody series, Carnival Phantasm, feels like it takes itself more seriously. They called it a holy grail.
I actually haven't watched the- oh my god, wait, what the fuck is this? I've seen like the thumbnail to like the series. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, is this? Oh my god, that's insane. This is wild. What the fuck?
Just characters hanging out. It is an unlimited Bladeworks collab with no unlimited Bladeworks Chan in the story. It is a Rin Tosaka route with no Rin Tosaka in it. And there is Fate characters with Scott as the main protagonist. Like the choices just feel completely disconnected from a fan's perspective. And then you have
like what Brax said, in his video, like his thoughts of like how they would have did the characters would have been so cool. Have Rin and I Enema. I always forget his name. The one with the orange hair. The main character for it. Having them in the game and then have them summon Archer and Saber as the memo sprite. Oh my god, that like I don't get why they didn't do that. It just makes so much sense. And when Brax said that, I was like, oh my god. That makes way too much sense. Why didn't they do that? Like, and then you could have had 2 characters in one. And it would have been, and gotta be honest, more people would probably pull for C6 Archer. You know why? Because it's Rin. It would be Rin. Rin, sorry. Like the one they could have got more money if they did it like that. And 2, it would have been cooler. But I guess it's like how they would have got there, in the first place, which wouldn't, I guess, make sense. But I mean, yeah, it wouldn't make sense at all, would it? But I guess Archer and Saber and that being there doesn't make fucking sense at all because they're from Earth. So how, in that Holy Grail where they summon Penacony historical figures, does people from fucking Earth come into play? I mean, it doesn't make sense either way, so I don't know.
Quality paradox. In the interview, Nasu praises Hoyoverse for their industry-leading production values, and Xiaoqi describes his team as comrades, fighting
I mean, the quality of the game is good. It's just
held together. So where did all that supposed effort go? Why was the event filled with recycled maps? So where did all that supposed effort go? Why was the event filled with recycled maps to the point where the community started memeing that Finon is British? Because Saber and
I saw that in I think Bragg's comments. Finon is not Gleek, he is British. Which is just so fucking funny.
Apparently came from the same place. Why was a key servant like Caster given a generic, low-effort NPC model that
who can't even fucking use a noble phantasm? Like, what is the point of summoning a fucking servant if they can't use a fucking phantasm? Like, what's the point?
That the game itself makes fun of. These are not the hallmarks of industry-leading quality.
Hey, I will be honest. Caster from Fate Zero, way better than this one. Don't sue me. I think the caster before this one was fucking way better than this one. Mostly because, you know, he doesn't get fucking one-tapped. And he's actually cool.
Model that the game itself makes fun of. These are not the hallmarks of industry-leading quality.
But she's boring as fuck.
They're the hallmarks of a low-budget, rush project that feels like it was made in a month. And this brings us to the marketing paradox. The disconnect isn't just...
Oh yeah, and by the way, you can only ever see their command seals in fucking cutscenes. They couldn't even bother putting them in-game just for the event. Great.
behind-the-scenes interview, it is with the official trailer shown to millions. The trailer promised a high-stakes, action-packed story. The reality was a static dialogue.
And Sparkle wasn't in it, by the way.
The trailer featured key characters like Sparkle, who were completely absent from the final event.
That's what I said the last time, I think the last video. I think the last time I reacted to his video. Yeah, Sparkle wasn't even fucking in it. Like, what the fuck? How do you promote material of
And it advertised the story that was never delivered, leading many fans to believe the entire quest was changed at the last minute. Further evidence that this project was a chaotic, rushed mess. But the biggest and most damning disconnect is the supervision paradox. Nasu tells us the process was super easy, and that his only major feedback was a fine point about Saber's personality. If we take him at his word, this means he saw the script that contained the fundamental lore breaks, like the command spells not working. He saw the goofy slideshow summoning scene, the lazy writing, the bloated working.
I mean, I think the command cell was like not working. I think the comedy side of it was like not working. Like, I think that was I think that was fine. I don't know why people are getting so mad over that. And I enjoyed Fate a lot. Like, I just don't understand why you're getting so mad over that. Like, just enjoy a slight change. Like, I just don't know. Just enjoy the slight change. But yeah, the slideshow thing, yeah, could have been a cutscene, obviously. But yeah, I think I said this at the beginning of this video, and last video, and the video before that. I think the comedy side of it was fine.
He saw the goofy slideshow summoning scene, the lazy writing, the bloated lazy writing, the bad NPC models, the missing unlimited Bladeworks chant, and he signed off on all of it. And it goes even deeper.
Yeah, I don't know why he signed off on all that.
Nasu speaks at length about honoring characters'
Maybe it's because he's old now. He wasn't paying attention. Or he's deaf now. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be making joke. I shouldn't joke about it, but it's like, I'm sorry, you have to be dumb to accept this. Like, unless you just didn't care, you just have to be dumb to accept your work to be like done like this. Like,
logic and creating stories with emotional depth. So how does he then approve a script that breaks its own lore for convenience and uses its dream setting to strip all emotional stakes from the story? It contradicts his own stated creative philosophy. So what?
I think if it was like an actual war, it would have been way better. Like, it would have upped it like a few marks. If it was like an actual fucking war where people were actually fucking fighting each other. I think that would have been cool. And also, it wasn't all about the Penacony historical figures, because it doesn't make sense for Saber and that. It should have been all the original servants from the UBW series. Like, every single one, every single servant from that series should have been here. And I think that would have worked so well. But they didn't do that. And then they could have actually made it into an actual war. And then the winner, obviously, will probably be their MC. One, because it's Saber. And two, because, well, the Trailblazer has Saber. Like, there's so many things they could have done. Like, having an actual war. Have every single servant from the anime in this. And this would have been fucking amazing. And have, like, some cool battles. Obviously, way different from the anime. Like... And have every single owner into like a playable character as well. Every single master is a playable character. Like Sparkle could have owned like I don't know, someone. But I think oh my god, the possibilities. I'm just thinking about the possibilities, like the alternate outcomes of like actually having like an actual war and then everyone fighting and then actually having a winner at the end. Oh my god. Even if it was just for entertainment purposes, I don't care. Just have it as an actual war. Have it like an actual like winning stakes. Oh man, that'd be sick.
That suggests
like they could keep the entertainment side to it, like purely for entertainment, but having it like an actual war would be so good.
There are only two possibilities, and neither of them are good. One, his supervision was super minimal, that it was basically meaningless.
It was just a fucking vision. Like actually,
he glossed over it and just gave a rubber stamp of approval. Or 2, he did see all of this and he genuinely thought it was acceptable quality.
Which you have to be dumb, sorry.
For his franchise. And this is why the cynical fan theory that he just got a bag and didn't really care about the outcome becomes so believable. The interview, which was supposed to build confidence, actually makes his endorsement of the final product look even worse. This disconnect between intention and reality is at the heart of why this collaboration felt so insulting. It is not just a bad event, it was a bad event that was wrapped in a language of passion.
We need some like players to make an animated Penacony Fate series. Like even if it's like 3D animated, someone needs to make like an animated series of what it should have been, where it's like an actual war, and all the servants were there. But I guess that means you need to make new models. So I guess you couldn't do that. But then I should have them playable characters. Oh, fuck.
Respect and quality. A project where what they said and what they did were
Hey, AI will fix this, bro. AI in like... Okay, if you want AI to make full 3D animations really well, like in like Hoyoverse quality, well, I guess this quality, we probably need to wait like 5 more years for that, to be honest, or even longer. But hey, in 5 years, you can make your own Honkai Star Rail Fate collab that's good. I actually cannot wait for the day. That'd be so cool.
Completely different things. It's a little bit insane to think about. Now, what this new information tells us is that the absolute failure of HSR Fate collaboration is more complex and perhaps more tragic than we initially thought. In the last video, we established that the event was an insult. The evidence of its low quality and disrespect was overwhelming, but this video was about exploring why. And the answer isn't as simple as the developers just didn't care. The interview evidence points away from a lack of passion at the very top and towards a catastrophic failure of execution. The grand vision shared by Nasu and Shaoji, one of respect, quality, and passion, did not survive the journey
and respected both like each other's work
through the actual development pipeline. The teams responsible for writing the day-to-day dialogue, for designing the quest, for allocating the budget for cutscenes, they either couldn't or wouldn't deliver on that vision. And this, in a way, makes the failure almost more tragic than a simple cash grab. I don't think it's necessarily a project that was cynical.
I feel like they tried, which is just so much worse.
From its inception, it was a dream project for sure. It was a collaboration where all the right ingredients for success were...
Like, I was fucking excited for this. Like, I literally watched all of Fate in preparation for this. Although I did want to watch Fate before, but this made me like, okay, I'm gonna watch it right now. And I was just so excited, and I'm so fucking disappointed. And obviously my Saber pulls were fucking terrible. 160 pulls for Saber? Really? Swear to God, all my luck's in fucking Genshin. I mean, I'm happy about that, to be honest.
On the table.
I am happy about that.
As a lead writer, the blessing from...
But now I don't think I'll be able to get the Justice Demigod, which is going to make me sad.
Original creator, a massive budget.
I have to get her on her rerun.
IPs,
probably.
And yet the final product is like so bad. It's still ruined. It represents a massive squandered opportunity. And it just leaves us with one final difficult question about creative projects in general. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, Black Butler is like genuinely gay, bro. Like...
What?
How do you know? Bro, the main character is a twink. How do I not know? It's like my first crush.
What? Well, I actually don't... Wait. I don't even know who this is, I gotta be honest. Alright. Yeah. I mean, it's not really much else I could say. It was not great. What I said before, they could have made it into an actual war. They could have kept the entertainment side to it. I don't mind that. They could have made it into an actual war where the stakes are actually winning the Holy Grail, like actually winning it, or just destroying it at the end. I don't care. Just have it as like entertainment purposes, and have every single servant from the anime in this, and have every single master as a fucking playable character. Yeah, and obviously have lots of cutscenes, lots of fucking actual fights. No friendship. Obviously, there's gonna be some like teamwork, but other than that, yeah. I guess see you on the next one. Peace.